Today I'm going to show you how we organize and keep all of our homeschool supplies right in our dining room. Hi, welcome back to my homeschool channel. Do you ever get homeschool room envy? So many people have beautifully aesthetic homeschool spaces, but many of us don't have a separate homeschool room, and that's okay. We can make it work with the rooms that we do have. I'm going to bring you along today as I declutter and clean my dining room and get it ready for the new school year. You can see that the mess has gotten a little out of hand over the summer, so the first step is to kind of assess our homeschool space and declutter it. I'm going to remove any unnecessary items that are taking up space and throw out all of our old supplies. I want to keep only the essentials to create the best environment for learning. Cluttered spaces can feel chaotic and make it difficult to focus for not only my kids but myself as well, so starting fresh every year is a must. Now that we've decluttered, it's time to clean the homeschool space. I dust my shelves, wipe down the surfaces, and vacuum underneath and behind all the things. A clean space promotes productivity, and it feels great knowing that at least one room in my house has been deep cleaned recently. It can take some creativity to store the homeschool items in rooms without losing the functionality of the room. And one way I like to keep all of our stuff organized is by using baskets or totes to corral the different items. I decided to head to Hobby Lobby in the middle of this project and grab a few new baskets to help me keep things a little better organized. The baskets help make the learning materials easily accessible, and it also makes it easier for my kids to help clean up at the end of the day. Every item in your homeschool room should have a quote-unquote home, and everyone should know where that home is. This is really helpful in maintaining a clean space throughout the year, which is extra important when your room is serving a dual purpose. We eat dinner in our dining room almost every night, so it's important that our school stuff gets put away at the end of our school day. I decided to put preschool items in one basket, flashcards in another, dot markers in a third, and then keep our craft supplies in a couple of others. I also like to use these drawers in our buffet table to hold our smaller items that we use on the daily, like math counters, letter manipulatives, and coins for money practice. If you have a bookshelf or cabinet that you can dedicate to your learning materials, it's a great way to keep your school stuff hidden in plain sight. I also love these rolling carts for storing everyone's school books. I've designated a shelf for myself and each of my kids. I keep my teaching books and planner on my shelf, and the kids know that their books and pencil boxes go back on their shelf at the end of the school day. These rolling carts are a great way to organize your homeschool things, and another perk of having these is that you can make it like a mobile classroom. We love to roll these things right out onto our back deck during the fall and do school outside. Personal touches and decorations can make your homeschool space feel more inviting. Since our dining room doubles as a homeschool space, and we eat in here almost every night like I mentioned, I wanted it to maintain its functionality and keep some of its aesthetic appeal. I didn't want it to look like a full-on classroom, but I also wanted to have elements in it that enhance my kids' learning experience. When I saw this huge wall map at Hobby Lobby, I knew it was the perfect piece to do just that in our room. You can also see that I tried to add some decorative ways to display and contain our pencils and scissors without having it look too much like a schoolroom. I also have some shelves on the wall that display some more learning materials, but I try to keep the things on the shelves to a minimum so it doesn't feel too cluttered. Of course, this is just my personal style preference, and you should feel free to decorate in any way that serves your family best. My chalkboard/whiteboard combo from IKEA is definitely not an aesthetic piece, but I use it daily in our homeschool for visuals and interactive learning, so it's a must for us, even if it doesn't fit the decor of the rest of my home. And there you have it, a clean and organized homeschool space right in my dining room. Remember, you don't have to have a separate homeschool space to homeschool. Your setup doesn't have to look like a classroom. I hope this video gave you some ideas on how you can store your homeschool items in plain sight, and that it encourages you that the rooms you already have can serve a dual purpose. With a clutter-free and inspiring space, you'll see your kids thrive in their studies. No separate space needed. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and comment below if you have a homeschool room or if you have to get creative with how you store your homeschool materials. And don't forget to subscribe for more homeschooling tips. Until next time, happy homeschooling.